Alright guys, so a lot of people have sent me a few news articles about something that recently took place. A lot of people have asked me this. A lot of people, and I feel like I have to address it. Only God Forgives recently premiered at the Cannes Film Festival in France. Now this movie is the follow-up to Drive, my favorite movie of 2011. That movie starred Ryan Gosling and was directed by Nicolas Winding Refn. Only God Forgives isn't a sequel or anything, but it is the exact same two people coming together again to make another movie, so thus, I was very excited about it, and still am. But at its premiere at the Cannes Film Festival, it was greeted by many walkouts and booing at the end of the film, which is very sad. Now before I get into my thoughts on this, let me first express that that film festival has a bit of a reputation for doing things like this. Inglourious Basterds was booed and panned when it was shown at the Cannes Film Festival for the first time, as was Taxi Driver and Tree of Life. A lot of different movies that people consider actually really good weren't exactly well received at their first showing at the festival. So in the past, the audience of Cannes has been known to boo films that are actually good. It has happened before. Except the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes at this time are crushing. Right now it's at 18%, which to me is absolutely shocking. Now of course there's only a few reviews, and I'm sure that once it's shown at American cinemas where people who are used to seeing lots and lots and lots of explicit violence see it, that it'll probably change up a little bit because 18% seems absurdly low. But I will be honest, I have watched a few of the clips, and while some of them look really interesting and really amazing, there are a few scenes where I was like, I don't know about that. That's a little off. Now before I tell you guys how I feel about the movie in general and what my overall thoughts and expectations for it are, I want to just say something really quick. Am I the only one who finds it really immature for a film festival audience to just start booing a film when all of the people who made it and who worked on it for a few years are currently there? Like, don't you find that a little immature and kind of childlike? Like, they're just kind of complaining about, oh, I'm gonna boo, I didn't like that, boo, I mean, it's just, that seems so childlike to me. Like elementary school recess fight childlike, like really immature. Like when I went to the TIFF Film Festival, not one film ever got booed because that audience was extremely respectful. Even the low down dirty horror film I saw called No One Lives, which by the way just came out in limited release, I didn't review it. In my opinion, that was the perfect bad movie. It was so bad that you could watch it with friends and enjoy it, but no, it wasn't a good movie. But even that audience didn't boo that film. You know, they were respectful. I find it a little bit disrespectful to just sit there in a theater and just be like, this movie did not meet my requirements and my criteria of what I expect to see in the cinema today. I will boo this film and write a scathing review of it because I am snooty. That was my horrible imitation of people who went to the Cannes Film Festival. I just think it's kind of stupid to boo a film if you don't like it. If you don't like it, okay, so walk out and leave. You didn't like it. You know? Okay. Granted, I have not seen the film yet. Perhaps it is very horrifically offensive and overly violent, perhaps a little misogynistic even. I don't know. I'll have to see the film. But I really don't think that Ryan Gosling and Nicolas Winding Refn would come together and go, you know what, we're gonna make a misogynistic, woman-hating movie because, you know, that's what we do. I mean, Gosling is, like, famous for, like, being in love with his mother. Like, he just loves his mom so much. It's just stupid to even make a comment like that. From what I've heard, Gosling has hardly any lines in the film at all, and I'm sure that people who saw Drive and were like, Gosling didn't talk enough, are gonna now think about Drive. That, yeah, there was enough dialogue in Drive after they see Only God Forgives. I am sure that the movie will have incredible cinematography. I'm sure that it will be edited well, and I'm sure the soundtrack by Cliff Martinez will be good. It will more than likely be acted very well. However, what I am worried about is the story and the script and how it's going to come together, and if it really just comes off as a director essentially masturbating to himself, which is what a lot of people are saying. Another comment I've gotten from a lot of people is that, Chris Stuckmann, you're just going to love Only God Forgives so much because you're such a Nicolas Winding Refn fanboy. Oh, you're going to love it no matter what because you can't make your own opinion. You just want to love every movie that he makes. I'm sorry, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I've seen almost every Winding Refn film, and there are a few that I honestly think are crap. Like, if you ever saw the movie Fear X, that is a movie with John Turturro, directed by Nicolas Winding Refn, that started out so promising and then literally fizzles into nothing. It has no ending. It just goes blah. It's like it turns into this existential idiocy. And Nicolas Winding Refn was trying to take a chance on that movie to do something a little different, and it really did not pay off at all. I really like Bronson. Even Valhalla Rising, despite the fact that it really doesn't have much of a story and still has that same, like, emotionless hero with no words that Nicolas Winding Refn seems to really like. It was a well-made film and it was intriguing, but it wasn't really anything special. Drive is really the only movie of his that I flat out love. And so I am excited for Only God Forgives, but I'm telling you guys, if it's not good, I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you. I mean, I wanted to love Die Hard 5, and how much did that suck? And I was honest about it. So basically my thoughts on the film being booed is that it happens before. We have to wait and see what other audiences think of it, because a lot of the type of audience and the critics that go to the Cannes Film Festival are notoriously picky. But really the thing that does worry me is that the Cannes Film Festival did give Nicolas Winding Refn the Best Director award for Drive when it premiered. So that's saying something. See, from what I've learned about Winding Refn and studying him, because he is definitely a very inspiring director to me, he has a thing where when he obtains any success, he feels as if he must then kind of change and do something different, which is completely normal and very admirable. But what I mean by that is he really feels like he has to then not just change, but he has to like throw everyone on their head and do something totally different, and it has caused some serious problems for his career in the past. His company basically just died because of Fear X. He tried to do something so different and it didn't work out. I am excited to see the movie because I know that as a director he's interested in creating art and things that are different, but I do want to see this film for myself. I know that this reaction from Cannes is a little shocking to me and most people, but I am excited to see what the film is like, and I'll of course tell you guys if it ain't good. But I'll tell you if it is good, in my opinion too, and I'll give you reasons why. Thanks for watching guys, and if you like this review, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.